dress in white for Diddy's annual soiree. Debbie Rowe wants the kids. Susan Boyle's record in the works. Sarah Palin resigns. Eva's wild ride. Taylor's terror. Rupert Grint of Harry Potter's swine flu case. And the release of Obsessed to iTunes. All this and much more on this episode of ShowBizz 242. Subscribe. Diddy and Ashton had a busy Independence Day weekend, celebrating the annual White Party on July 4th. The two hosted the LA event in partnership with the charity Malaria No More, a non-profit group dedicated to improving health conditions in Africa. Celebs started the afternoon with barbecue and partied well into the night, enjoying cupcakes and vodka martinis from Diddy's line, Ciroc. Debbie Rowe, the mother of Prince 12 and Paris 11, spoke to her former attorney, Iris Finsilva, who says she's going to be pursuing custody of her children. The attorney says, frankly, she won't have to fight for them. She is the children's biological mother. She loves her children. The kids, along with the third child, Prince Michael II, Blanket, whose mother is unknown, are in temporary court-ordered custody of family matriarch Catherine Jackson, who is 79, whom the singer named as guardian in his 2002 will. Diana Ross was also named as the event that Catherine was no longer living. A source close to the Jackson family says they intended to seek permanent custody. They will fight, says the source. Rowe earlier made her position clear July 2nd in an interview with a Los Angeles television station, saying, "I want my children. I'm stepping up," she told the reporter for Los Angeles station NBC4 in a 90-minute phone conversation. "I have to." Rowe also said she'd be willing to take custody of Blanket to keep the three children together. Susan Boyle took time out of her Britain's Got Talent tour to record the first track on her planned album with Simon Cowell's team, who are clearly excited about what they heard. "She sounds fantastic on the record," says Cowell. "She's so good, the album's not just going to be show tunes, we're going to take our time with this." Boyle 48 also visited the Sony Music offices in London last week to meet with the executives, who are treating her gently, mindful of the pressures of the subsequent hospitalization after the finished second in Britain's Got Talent. Sarah Palin announced Friday that she will resign as Alaska governor later this month. She made no mention of pursuing another office, but her sudden move sparked speculation that she's considering run for the U.S. Senate or for the presidency. "It hurts me to make this choice, but I'm doing what's best for Alaska," she said in a speech from her backyard of her home in Wasilla, with her husband Todd and children Piper, Bristol, and Willow at her side. "You can affect change from the outside, and I can too." She also said that her year-old son Trey, who has Down syndrome, needs her at home more. Palin 45 came out of nowhere last summer when she was picked by Republican presidential nominee John McCain as his running mate. Eva Longoria Parker and husband Tony Parker motored around Paris on Friday, just a few days short of their July 7th wedding anniversary. The couple married in the French capital 2 years ago. Taylor Swift says she always loved sparkly things, but as a child that would get her into trouble on Independence Day. "I was always a little kid who would run around picking up used sparkles off the ground, and find myself picking up the scalding hot burning end that was still smoldering," she writes in her MySpace blog. Then cue the screaming bloody murder in front of everyone and running in the house to get your hand on some ice. The country star 19 recalls then watching the adults shaking their heads because they saw the same thing last year. "Gotta love humiliating childhood memories," she says. "Wish me luck this year. I think I'm gonna wear gloves." It seems that there's no magic spell against the swine flu. Rupert Grint, 20, who plays Harry Potter's pal Ron Weasley, caught the notorious bug while filming the latest movie in the Wizard series, but is now well enough to attend Tuesday's London premiere of Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. It has just been confirmed that Rupert Grint has taken a few days out of filming due to a mild bout of swine flu. His rep says in a statement he is now recovered and is looking forward to joining his fellow castmates in the junket and premieres this week, and will then return to filming directly afterwards. Grint's doctor determined that actor is not contagious, the rapper adds. Obsessed, the blazing hot new single from Memoirs of an Imperfect Angel has arrived digitally today. Go to MariahDaily.com for the latest news on everything Mariah. ShowBizz 242 for the latest news you want to know on your favorite celebs and events. So ShowBizz 242. Subscribe.